Good to see everybody. Let's bring our guest back on. The one, the only, the pride of Neptune, New Jersey, Mr. Brian Baker. Oh, what's that? Let me guess.
Broken headstock.
Ooh.
But different. I just got this guitar. Look how fucked up that is. Boom.
Ooh.
And this. Oof. Yuck.
Can I see the body?
Yeah. This is a 1962 Gibson Les Paul Jr. It is, in fact, a Les Paul Jr., even though it's a familiar SG shape, because in 61 and 62, they were still called Les Pauls. I got this from my good friend, Zach Blair from Rise Against, and it came in the mail yesterday, and it was broken when I bought it from him. I knew it was broken, and it's my job to fix it.
Yeah. That said, let us bring on a big friend and supporter, guy I grew up with, played with me in Antidote. He created the Sans Amp bass driver. He is the driving force behind Sound City and Fryette Amplification. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, Neal Zum Ostberg. Hey, man.
Neal.
Hey, guys.
What's up, man?
How are you, buddy?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Glad to see we're back.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's that behind you? What is that?
That is a Les Paul Jr. Let me see how round the horns are. That's a very, very clean Les Paul Jr. Is that a late 59, early 60?
1960.
Yeah. You see how I did that, Drew? I knew because of the shape of the body. This is a thing you do when you get into guitars like Neal.
This is the color like it came out of the factory.
Yeah.
And this is the color after it was in the window of a store probably or something and faded a bit. Some, UV exposure.
Yeah.
But
what bridge do you have on there? Is that the stock bridge, Neal?
Oh, yes. This is 100% stock. So we shall talk about, there's something magical, right, about this bridge.
Yeah.
And I do the extra, you take the ball end from old strings and you put that in there so that the winding part isn't running over the top of the bridge. I
got a bridge for you that you might want to try on that guitar. It's a non-invasive quick swap. Anyway, we don't want to turn this into Guitar Nerd World.
Yes.
You know what? I got news for you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to Guitar Nerd World for 15 to 20 minutes.
All right.
And so,
have at it.
Look, the point, like the where I start with this stuff is that, like Brian mentioned, these are tools for musical expression. Some, the lute has evolved, and there's no limit to what you can do with this 6-stringed instrument. I mean, it can take you around the world. It can take, it opens up so many different things. So, and everyone you pick up, it calls forth something else, another riff, something else.
It's really true. You always think that, it's well-known kind of trope, but it's, is there another song in this guitar? Is there, like, you get a new guitar and there's something comes out of it that whether it was there or not, whether it's actually part of the wood, you don't know, but it continues to be inspiring to me, which is why I have too many guitars, because I can't, I've been trying to get rid of guitars for 10 years, and I've picked up 2 in the last 2 weeks. Wow. And it's like, it's beyond my control. I'm not able to stop this. I mean, but I don't think it's a sickness. I just think it's a pursuit. I think is probably the best. You're always looking for something new.
Yeah, and I also think about, like, what brings positivity to the world, right? Some people collect firearms. I don't think that that's for me. I think that this is something that, I'm not trying to get controversial. I'm just saying that, nobody ever got hurt by collecting too many guitars. And
that we know of.
Yes. Except if the broken headstock, somebody might have been impaled by a broken headstock.
Or you're buying stolen merchandise and then that doesn't work so well. And then there's some, New York hardcore justice served on an unknowing customer.
Or if your wife freaks out that you bought yet another guitar and she lashes out.
If I called my wife the wife, she would freak out and lash out. It's the 21st century, Mr. Stone.
Yeah. This is true. This is true. I'm very blessed.
Neal, the bridge for that junior is called a Music City Stud Finder Bridge. Trust me, it doesn't look that cool, but it is a perfect drop-in replacement, and it solves the fact that G string, you always have to flatten your G string to get it in tune, really in tune. I use them on all my live guitars, and they don't look totally stock, but they're still just a bar. It's just a bar of aluminum. It doesn't have any moving parts, and it fits right on those studs, so it's not invasive. I would suggest picking one up. You might go, Jesus Christ, where has this been? Because it's been a huge, one of the few technological leaps in the junior format for me, as I've been into them for 10 years or more. So check it out.
Right, no moving parts. Still have everybody loves the old bridges because of the way it sounds.
And the vibration, the fact that you're just anchored to the guitar and it doesn't have these individual saddles that move and all of that inherent business. No, this is really just an amazing new tool, and it just allows you, just the way it's got a little shape to the top of it that compensates. Mm-hmm. And I found them to be, the guitar sounds better and plays in tune, much more in tune with these bridges.
Right.
Brian, let me ask, why do you love those guitars so much? The
simplicity, the level
explain. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the level one simplicity. I mean, it's a piece of mahogany, and it's got aluminum bar screwed into the top of it, and strings are wrapped over the top of that. And it's just it's so basic. And also, I don't know if it's about how old wood is, but the wood in a guitar built in 1959 is older than the wood in a guitar that's built now. And it means that, and who knows how old that piece of wood was in 1959, where there's a source, it's a whole different world. That could have been 100-year-old piece of mahogany before it was a guitar. So there is something to that. It's, what do you say?
And also the neck, it's 3 pieces of wood, but the neck piece, the tenon goes all the way this far.
Right. The neck is attached to the body, deeply into the body, and it's glued into the body. It's not screwed onto the body. There's just all these different things, and there's a lot of cork sniffing here too. But,
Zum, those now I'm not the most versed, but do those guitars, do you adjust the neck with is a truss rod adjust?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a rod that goes underneath the fretboard, just like on a modern guitar.
Okay. This is a guitar that I designed that's an adaptation, like a modern adaptation of a junior.
Yeah.
That has the same.
I see.
That is a proud tenon there. That is
yes,
no doubt.
Since I talk about the 70s, this is my 70s.
There's your Ace guitar with the switches I was talking about.
With the switches.
Yeah.
3 pickups.
Well, I know that guitar. We played on stage with. I know that guitar
many times. This is the High and the Mighty and other bands. The headstock has been cracked, and the guitar was thrown in the original case and cracked, and then now it has a case that will protect it. But this is like
that thing weighs 300 pounds, doesn't it?
Insane. Everybody loves this guitar because it's like the anti-burst. It's like you don't look at it and you don't want to put it in a glass case. You want to play punk rock with this now. It turned from it's just that kind of thing.
Right. So what's that, like a 76, 77?
It's a 71 Deluxe that when I got it had already been modified.
Okay, so they put that Nashville bridge on it. Okay, I see.
It's cool.
Hey, Christopher Valdez asks, wasn't the founder of Fryette Amps once in the Dickies?
Stephen Fryette was, in fact, in the Dickies. He toured with the Dickies. He played CBGBs with the Dickies. And I believe he played through a high watt. And I think maybe a 56 Junior, but I'm not sure. And he played loud, and he started. When he started, I guess it sort of he was also in that band, or played on the record for Animotion, I think it's called. So but when he started the amp company, he stopped. You know, he didn't keep. You know, he stopped touring and just started making amps, and now we're making, you know, all kinds of great stuff. You know, big amps and little amps, and he designed the Sound City amps.
You can clearly see the high watt influence in the Fryette brand. You know,
not the high gain side, but if you hear if you crank, it's all about power amp saturation.
I'm just talking about what it looks like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't care what things sound like. It's how cool they look. Come on. Speaking of check this out that I just got.
Okay, I want to see that.
So you want to talk about a clean guitar? Let's talk about a clean guitar. This is from 1965.
Didn't I see Johnny Winter playing that?
Well, not quite this, but this 65 Firebird one that I picked up from a friend who just opened the store down near me. And I was not looking for a Firebird, but this was so nice that I was like, well, I have to protect this from future owners. It's my job to protect the car.
Good job.
So that it will never, ever be fucked up. And of course,
good job, soldier.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to playing this Firebird in front of no one ever, because it's never leaving my house because it's too fucking nice.
Michael LaRose asked Brian, P90 or humbucker?
Both, but P90, you know, I play guitars with humbuckers, but P90s are in those juniors, and they're the ones I play most often. And I think P90s, for me, they sound better, but sometimes the best tool for the job is a humbucker. So it's really on a case by case. In Bad Religion, it's P90 almost all the way, but I do have a guitar. I have a Les Paul Custom out on tour with me with a humbucker that I will play because I feel like it that day. Like, it's there. I mean, it's carried with all of our gear, so I have it as an option. It's just really, but I think the P90 is the answer for me.
So just, I had a couple questions. One thing is I wanted to ask you about pick attack and the famous pick scrapes, and I think that there's so much versatility that can be obtained with the use of this thing.
Yeah,
I wanted to have you just talk about it a little bit, because I think it's a little bit of a lost art.
Yeah, you know, I only really was aware of the differences in the way pick attack is employed in late life. And it's when I started to really notice that when I go on a tour, it's only about 2 or 3 days when I realize that I'm shaving off the tip of my fingernail. And at the end of a tour, I will have almost half my fingernail will be gone on my index finger that holds the pick. And it's because I am hitting the string with a combination of my finger and my pick. And that's my sound. And if I hold the pick further back or hold it in a different way, it sounds different. It's just the natural way I wound up playing. And that's, I think, I just didn't realize what a big component that is. It's how hard you hit, it's the way you hit, and also where you hit on the string. If where from the bridge further, from where on top of the pickup you're hitting. And I found from looking at my guitars exactly where I hit the pickup, which is on a P90 pickup, is at the very front curve of the pickup is where this all happens, because I get these divots. And there's a picture you showed earlier, Drew, of an old pickup of mine that has these divots in the leading edge of the pickup. And that's from
this?
Yeah, look at those dents. Okay, those dents are from, that's where I'm hitting the string with my pick and finger and pressing the string into the top of the pickup thousands of times. Crazy, isn't it? I didn't even really know this until, I only noticed this in the last couple of years. Like, okay, maybe that has something to do with it.
Was this on a minor thread or Dag Nasty guitar?
I've had this pickup for at least 40 years, so my guess is yes, but I can't say for sure. Like if you were an auction house and wanted to purchase minor threat memorabilia, I don't think I could say that's a minor threat pickup.
Sure.
But it's from that period. It definitely was a Dag Nasty pickup and a Junkyard pickup, and it was last in a Bad Religion guitar. So I've had it forever. $1,000, Drew. I'm gonna have $1,000 for that.
That's not. That pickup isn't in this, is it?
Oh no, that's not in that, and that's a Meatman SG with a Van Halen sticker on it. I might add. The real winner here is Lyle Pressler is playing a 1956 Gibson Les Paul Special right here in this picture with the Meatman, and that guitar now is worth well into 5 figures.
Does he still have it?
Yep, he does,
and
he won't sell it to me.
Yeah. Hey, look who's checking in, our friend Jamie Sharappa from SSD. Thank you, Jamie.
Hello, Jamie.
He says, Brian, what year was the P bass you played in MT? Still got it?
I had a number of different ones. No, I do not have any of them. And all of them were not years. They were Frankensteins. They were made of parts by our friend Steve Malkasethian, who had a music store called Angela Instruments, and it was in Maryland. And he basically was our source for equipment in the punk scene in DC from the early 80s on. And so both the P basses you'll see me with in Minor Threat are like mismatched necks and bodies that just were put together and sold for cheap to us because we were punks and we didn't have any money and we broke equipment. So, and none of it still, I don't have any of it anymore. It's all gone.
I'm going to pull the volume down on this because I don't want to get flagged. But where is it? Okay, hopefully that didn't the bots didn't figure that out. But that's one of the Frankenstein basses there?
Yeah, for sure. Or is that a Dickie show? No, wait, that's us.
No, I think that's the 9. I think this is the 930 from that was sort of formally released.
Yeah, that's a Frankenstein. That's a body that didn't come with a neck. I don't think the body. I think that it's a Fender neck, and the body I think was probably Mighty Mite or not Fender.
Yeah,
I can't tell if that's red. It looks like if that's metallic red. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it is. I think it is.
Okay, yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah, and like an early 70s neck.
Very cool.
Yeah, I used to like dive through a music store in Tucson in the back room, and I'd be like, "Oh, it's a P-bass body," and then another back room. Oh, there's a neck. How much? $50. Okay.
That's the one advantage to being a Fender person. I mean, the Gibson thing.
Yeah.
These guitars come to you neck through body, neck attached with glue, but Fenders, of course, they're screwed on, so you can mix and match parts and make your own guitar, which is, hello, Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Did this thing show up to you yet?
Thank you so much. I had no idea this was such an expensive piece of kit. You were very kind. I haven't played it yet.
Okay, cool.
This is awesome. And I'm familiar. I do not have a treble booster currently, but I went through a phase where I was doing all of that.
Cool. So you'll let us know.
Yeah, for sure. And Johnny Two Bags is a huge treble booster guy.
Okay.
Also, I don't know what he has on his board right now. He might have an original one because he's in Social D and they're very period specific. Their brand is actually so vintage that he has real vintage stuff. I know he's got a Klon on there too. Look at that. What's that?
So that is the Fryette Valvulator GPDI IR, which is it is a desktop recording amp. So it's all tube, 4 tubes. It operates like a real tube amp, but its output level is the power amp is only 1 watt. So
okay.
Correct. So we used that setup as like a crunchy medium gain tone with the Sound City Rangemaster in front of it to reamp Bobby Hamble's solo. He sent in a solo for the new
on our record?
Ice record. Yes.
Oh, cool. Okay,
So
that's a great tool. I see why that's a cool tool. So it's for the non technically minded, it's like it's a real tube amp, but it's doing what people do with modelers.
Correct. And it's just mini. It's right. So it's just a scale down.
Cool.
You take 100-watt amps and scale it down, and so you can get clean tones, or, medium crunch gain, Marshall's kind of type tones, or Pitbull Deliverance sounds that we're known for. And then in this case, instead of recording live, Bobby had sent this solo from Florida,
Right.
and we just took the DI signal, which was clean, ran it through this, and the Rangemaster really thickened it up because that's just what it needed. And so that's going to be on the new Incendiary Device record on what is the name of the song, Drew? Young at Heart.
Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. Bobby Hamble's playing on our record.
I'm so glad I could be here to watch this.
Yes.
Thank you. I have a book coming out, by the way, on Akashic Books. I noticed you had the volume all the way up on the Rangemaster. That's cool to know that you're running it like that. That gives me a window into how to use this tool. Thank you for showing me.
Correct. So in this case, I was really pushing the input.
Yeah.
So that will work for any tube amp. And
Right.
And so if you want to really have the front end, the first tube stage really pinned, you can do that.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah, great. So, it's, go ahead.
No, I was looking for a question. I was going to move to a little. What are you playing? What kind of amps and heads are you playing live, Brian, these days?
I play a Kemper through I play two Kemper, the ones with the powered Kemper heads through two orange 4x12 cabinets at what I would like to think is a reasonable stage volume, but my front of house guy might suggest that I could turn down. But it's, I play kind of loud, and both the Kempers are loaded with a file I made of my own JCM 800 that I bought in 1989. So I don't have I don't use, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm not using any of the amps or the models that you can buy or that come with the Kemper. I'm just using this thing I made myself, which is kind of what's neat about a Kemper profiling amp. And it's pretty one-dimensional. I mean, it's just, now what you're seeing there is a Marshall 1987X Plexi reissue, which if you look at the switches carefully, you might notice that the standby's on, because that is what we call set dressing in the business. Yeah.
Chris Contos, drummer extraordinaire. What are you using for power with the Kemper?
I'm using the Kempers that come with a power amp in them. They make a powered Kemper, and that's what I use.
And
can I answer this one? In-ear monitors or earplugs?
You can answer that if you like.
I think that's in-ear monitors, right?
Those are in-ear monitors, yes. And that's a Blackberry Smoke T-shirt. That's a 1955 Gibson Les Paul Jr. featuring a Music City stud finder bridge with an aftermarket tortoiseshell pickguard made by Mojo Axe.
There you go.
There you go. That's about it.
On the Fake Names album, like I love what's that song? Delete Me? Reminded me of X, the band X.
Delete Myself. Yeah, it does actually.
It's a great album.
It's
So
the second album.
on that, you what did you play through on that?
That is probably, I had like kind of a combination. There's nothing modeling in there. We had a stack. We set up a high watt, a JMP Marshall, and maybe 3 different Brown Fenders of different stripes and shapes, and we had them all at the same time, and then you could kind of pick and choose what was going to be on what track. So I don't really know what wound up being the guitar sound for that song. That would have been a production decision. I was just like, I track in the control room, just because I don't like the headphones, and it's really whatever combination of voodoo were dialed up between which mics, I have no idea which was what. It just was
so that they were all feeding through, and you can just mix.
Yeah, basically he runs. He kind of ran through That's that mysterious voodoo part that I don't really understand.
Right. Oh yeah, delete myself, right? Not delete me.
Hey, Spiky asks, hey, while we're on it, what did he use on the Can I Say record?
That is, I think, I know it's a Marshall JMP 100 watt. And I know that it is it was an MXR, the big MXR chorus, the yellow one with 4 knobs and a cord. I don't know the terminology for it, but it was like, that's back when there was 2 choices, the one that plugged in or the one that didn't. And it's a Marshall 412, whatever was there. I don't know what guitar it was. Probably a Les Paul. I don't really remember what I was playing on that record. Weird. I should find out. It'd be handy to know that.
What strings are you using, and have they changed over the years?
Well, Mike, I am using I'm using Ernie Ball. Fuck. What are they? I was using 10 to 46 Ernie Balls most of my life. And now I play, I think it's 52 to 12. I'm not sure. A heavier gauge. I'd have to go in the other room and find a pack. The purple ones. Maybe.
What inspires you to change gauges? Is just wondering. What inspires you to change a gauge of a string at a certain point?
When I went to Les Paul Juniors, I thought I just liked the way it sounded better with a thicker string. And those guitars were designed at a time where strings were a lot thicker. I don't know if that really comes into play. I think that the elasticity of the way the string bends with the particular stop tailpiece, I think it might be making it a heavier grade string not be harder to play. It doesn't feel that the string tension, I think it's just my approximation of the string tension with that particular setup. It's not a problem. And so I just kind of got into it. And you get into this idea in your head that a thicker string is going to be more stable or stay in tune better. I don't think that's necessarily true. But again, now I've been doing it since I got into junior, so it's not broken, so I'm not fixing it.
Yeah.
And I'm the kind of guy who can't tell you what the gauge is right now. So you can see my detail there is not, crazy. I do have something that's interesting I just bought. This is a $30 guitar pick. $30 US for a guitar pick. The company is called Blue Chip. And I saw a YouTube video about a $30 guitar pick. I said, what the fuck is that? And I said, you know what? I've been in Minor Threat and Bad Religion. I have $30. I'm going to see what it is. And I bought this $30 guitar pick, and it came like a month after I bought it. And I got to tell you, I'm not going to stock up on these, but it's different. It's really a great guitar pick. It has something to it. There's a lot of, this is kind of like a Billy Strings, country people kind of thing, this Blue Chip pick. I don't know. It seems to be, it doesn't wear out, but they still lose the same.
Is it metal?
No, it's some kind of, aircraft.
Composite?
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck it's made out of. It's some aviation industry material, and its flexibility is the same as the gauge that I play, 88 gauge I play normally. It's just got this. It's doing something. It sounds kind of brighter, but in a good way. But I'm never gonna, I can't. I'm in a punk band. What am I gonna do with it? I can't put $100 worth of picks on top of my amp so some skanker can go by and snatch it. I mean,
if it's good enough for Billy Strings, it's got to be good enough for Brian Baker.
You've got a more secure stage than I do. I mean, it's not always playing with ZZ Top, Drew. Sometimes you're out there on the streets of fucking Milano,
the hard streets of Georgetown back in the day.
Or, playing with Biohazard, where everything goes, man.
That's right.
Hey, can't thank you enough for saving so many countless records I've recorded with the Sans Amp.
Yeah,
crushing piece of gear.
I'm getting my pack of strings. This is killing me.
So funny. That is funny.
Oh boy.
Yeah, the Sans Amp bass driver DI.
Wait, what was that one? Is that a Cat House hat? Yeah, he's wearing a Cat House hat. He was in Junkyard.
I'm playing Power Slinkies 48 to 11. This is what I play.
All right.
All right. Thank you. The mystery is solved.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, Higgs. Stomp, snatch, and dive.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Love it.
Yeah, it's so fun when I get a new guitar tech and I come out to sound check and he's got like 10 picks on my head and it's sound check and I'm like, okay, but you know that these aren't going to be here. Like, doesn't matter where these will be gone. So you don't need to put any picks out at sound check. And I was like, just trust me. Or, here, do an experiment with Mike's picks. Just use his picks and see. Like every union guy, every crew guy, every opening band, it's just awesome. It's like pick wars. I love it.
Love it. Cool.
You're a beloved figure.
No, it's just because the picks have these cool fucking, logos on them.
Right.
That's why.
Right.
Don't make personalized picks. Nobody cares.
Yeah. There you go.
Send me some. Hey, they're fun. I got these.
What are those? Oh, sounds sweet.
Yeah. With like a little stack.
Nice. Yeah, they are fun.
It's, yeah. These are Delrin.
Don't get me started. I don't want to get into this drawer.
All right.
Yeah, they're fun. I got a little Sound City, and then there's a little stack on it.
Yeah.
That came with my pedal.
All right. Good. Sounds good, man.
Thank you, Zum.
Yeah, really.
Steinkopf.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
What's that?
Pete from the Souls. I got one of his picks. That's only because Beach-Rats practices here in my basement, and he's in Beach-Rats. So.
Hey, I saw this was a great. I know it's not in the book, but this made me smile.
Yeah, obviously, for anyone who doesn't know, this is Charlie Harper. Fuck you. And this was Subs and Bad Religion did some shows together a couple of years ago. And I noticed that Charlie had the same shirt I did. And it wasn't this day that I noticed it. Like, this is just like the first couple of days. And I was like, saying like I'm best friends with Charlie Harper would be a lie. Saying that I've known Charlie Harper for 45 years is not a lie. So I'm like sitting talking to him like one of the days. I'm like, you've got the same fucking Discharge shirt. We got to take a picture. And he's like, yeah, okay. Sounds great. Whatever. And then I think one of their people, I don't know who, was like, we should do a picture. And he shows up and he's in a different Discharge shirt. And I'm like, oh my God, he's got two. And I'm like, Charlie, wanted to get the same one, and he's like, oh yeah, okay, fuck you, fine. He goes and puts the right shirt on, and it was just like such an awesome picture. And here I am in a Discharge sweatshirt talking about it, which is, let's face it, I like Discharge. Like, I love Discharge and Charlie Harper.
Yeah, Charlie Harper's is
that picture should have been in the book, but what would be the problem with that, Drew?
That you didn't take it.
Yes, you got it. Yes, that's why it's not in there.
Charlie Harper, like Brontosaurus, Stegosaurus, Allosaurus, Charlie Harper, like Moses, like Charlie Harper is in that.
Yeah, and also still great. The Subs were sick when they played with us. So
was Nicky Garrett playing with them?
No, it wasn't Nicky Garrett, but Alvin was there. I guess this was like 2023. I'm not sure. It all blurs.
So
Mark,
go ahead. The word that I think one of the words of the day is sick, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's my New Jersey intensifier. I never said sick until I moved to New Jersey. It was not something in my lingo, and everyone says it here. And it's just like when Madonna moved to London and had an English accent all of a sudden, or British, I should say.
If you move up to Boston, it's like wicked.
Yeah, so I've embraced the sick. I'm not going to turn it down.
Yeah,
I'm all about communication. See, I just want people to understand each other and navigate life efficiently here in Asbury.
And speaking of which, Mark Tulch up in Canada says, I still have a Bad Religion pick from the Gray Race Tour when Brian gave me a guitar lesson. Ha ha ha! Almost 30 years now. See how many roads? All roads lead back to Neptune.
Yeah, it's really good to see.
It's heavy. Zumbro, thank you, man.
Yep, great to be here.
Anybody want to thank? Anybody want to shout out?
Just hit me up. Just follow Sound City and Fryette Amps on Instagram. And December 14th, at the Bowery Electric is My War show.
Oh yeah, we're doing My
It's-
War.
Drew's singing. Other people are singing.
What do you mean I'm singing? I thought I'm playing guitar.
That too. Holiday, that's Coat Drive, Holiday Slamboree, 1 block north of the old CBGBs.
Yep.
It's gonna be really, really fun.
What the
Always
fuck
is.
is this? So what are you doing? The My War record?
No, we have Zum and I have created this My War thing. It's basically like punk rock karaoke, what Greg and them do. It's like we're the backing band and different people come up and sing or play guitar. I play second guitar. I'm kind of the MC. Like Spring is coming up to do some, Pete Stahl comes up and does Sonic Reducer. We have different guests. We did it when I got married, when Vinny Stigma married us on stage. We did it. And
From
yeah.
AF. Yeah.
yeah, he married
So
us.
it's not Rollins' specific era Black Flag that you're concentrating.
We thought it was a cool name.
It is a cool name.
Yes, we do, and we will do some. We will do the probably Rise Above
Yeah. Well, stick
with somebody.
to the early good stuff. Really, no one needs to hear.
Black
No.
Coffee.
No one needs to hear Slip It In. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We do early fun stuff. We do Ramones, and it's a big fan favorite. We bring everybody up, and it's a lot of fun. So it's good.
Good
stuff.
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So come on down.
Yeah.
When is it?
It's December 14th.
Okay.
Sunday matinee.
If you feel so bold, come on up and play with us.
I'm not afraid of you.
Oh,
Not at all. No, I'm happy.
you DC guys with the whole.
get up.
I don't want to go to New York.
Well, that was when we were teenagers. Come on. It was-
You guys came up here. You guys came up here plenty back then.
I'm just trying to tell you there was a different dynamic in your scene and ours. That's all.
Oh, hey, Jamie's gonna be there.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, then we're going. Yeah, fuck yeah.
the whole gang.
See you there,
comes,
Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie played bass on.
Jamie's gonna come up and play bass with us again.
All right. Well, now I'm going. See how easy that was?
Yeah. See.
All right, Zum. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you guys.
Thanks, man. I love you, bro.
Neal. Thanks again for the pedal. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Great.
Thank you.
Good dude.
Very.